Welcome to Designing Spaces Think Green, a special edition of the show that's all about you, your space, and living a green lifestyle. I'm Ted Brunson. Today we have a great lineup of topics to help you and your family live a more eco-friendly lifestyle. So let's get started and think green. We all want clean water and a healthier ecosystem. We also want to find ways to lower our costs of living while maintaining efficient households. The technologies are here now, and they're improving our lifestyles and the environment.
Doing what we can to help our environment is important to all of us. By making a modification to our lifestyle, not only are we helping the planet, we're living more efficient, sustainable lifestyles. Even the utility companies are feeling the crunch to operate more cleanly and provide electricity for an ever-increasing demand. Think Green discovered one company that's turned to helping others live a greener lifestyle by recycling an antiquated appliance we're all familiar with, the refrigerator. Think Green is here in Stowe, Ohio, where an old refrigerator is being picked up for recycling. It's a 20-plus-year-old energy hog that uses 3 to 4 times the electricity of an Energy Star appliance that's manufactured today. This is Amanda. She's got a refrigerator that's ready to be recycled. And I think this refrigerator is old enough that the avocado color is coming back in style. So what finally made you decide to get rid of it?
Actually, my husband and I bought this house about 4 months ago, and we had new appliances installed. And this was just one of the old refrigerators that we had. Put it in the garage, no use for it.
And they're willing to come and take this off your hands for nothing?
Yes.
And send you a $50 check?
And I get $50.
Yeah, and I imagine you're going to save a lot of money on your electricity bill.
Absolutely.
Well, how'd you hear about the program?
Actually, I heard about the program. We got a statement for our electric bill, and it was on the back of our statement.
Oh, okay. Well, you must be ready to get rid of it?
Let's get it out of here.
This is the Jaco Environmental Recycling Facility in Stowe, Ohio, where we are about to see Amanda's old refrigerator demanufactured. And with us as our guide through that process is Michael Dunham. Michael is the Director of Energy and Environmental Programs at Jaco Environmental. And Michael, thanks for having Designing Spaces Think Green here at the facility.
Well, thank you for coming.
Before we get started with the tour, could you tell us a little bit about the Appliance Recycling Program?
We designed this program about 10 or 11 years ago, and it started out in California. And we were targeting old refrigerators and freezers people had in their garage or their basement. Typically, they use 3 to 4 times as much electricity as one made today.
Wow.
And they're also environmental time bombs. So it's very important that we bring them in here and demanufacture them properly. We separate the steel, the copper, the aluminum, the plastic, the glass shelves, and then we take the polyurethane foam out of the walls and get the CFCs out of it, and we also take the refrigerants and the oil out, and so over 95% of the materials that went into making it are separated and repurposed.
All right, so let's see how Amanda's old refrigerator is going to be demanufactured.
Okay, we got it right here, so let's go. So the first thing that we do, Tom is pulling the doors off, and we're going to put them into one of those bins over there, and then he'll take the interior parts out, and then we'll put it on this conveyor and rolled up to a state-of-the-art evacuation machine that sucks out the refrigerant and the oil simultaneously and even cleans the oil so it can be reused as clean mineral oil.
Oh, you're kidding.
So that's what we're going to show you next.
All right, let's see it. All right, this is where it all happens, huh?
This is where it happens, and we're going to need safety goggles for this thing, so let's go ahead and put them on now anyway. The fridge is going to be taken up in the air. The door on that chute will open up, and then it'll drop in. The door closes, and we pull a vacuum on it.
So you've got different things coming out of different pipes here?
Of all these different chutes, yeah. So This is polyurethane foam,
Yeah.
and it's actually in the walls of the fridge.
Oh, right, I see.
So what we're doing is we're shredding the whole carcass.
Yeah, okay.
And this that was in the walls is going to be turned into a powder.
Oh, yeah.
See that? So that's going to be the powder. And the gas that was in those billions of bubbles is going to be a liquid, and it's going into that container.
Ah, and that gets destroyed like the other gas.
It gets destroyed like the CSC12.
And it should be pretty easy to separate out the metal that's magnetic, right? Ferrous metal?
Correct. What we do is we have magnets in here that separate the steel.
Well, let's see what happened to Amanda's refrigerator.
Okay.
This is all the ferrous metal that's
This is the ferrous metal, and here it is. You can see all the green.
Oh, yeah.
That's Amanda's refrigerator, or it was. Now it's separated into tiny pieces. And the foam is in those bags, and the plastic, aluminum, and copper comes into this bag.
Okay.
And then we're going to take that in and have it separated with eddy currents. We dump them into that hopper, and then that hopper has all these conveyors. There's another magnet here that we separate any steel that got through.
Right.
We separate it again after it got shredded, and that goes into the first bin.
Okay.
Copper and aluminum go through there and get separated by eddy current, and then the plastic drops here. That's plastic, and what'll happen to that is we'll send that to a plastic recycler.
Oh, yeah.
And they will turn that into pellets. They separate the ABS from the hips, and then they can make things like computers, cell phones, laptops, all that kind of stuff,
right.
iPads.
Yeah. So this is it then? This is the end of the road?
That's the end of the
Just
road.
load it up
There's
on
nothing
trucks?
left. Yeah.
Well, Michael, by now I think many of our viewers are probably wondering if they're eligible to recycle their old refrigerators and freezers. How would they go about doing that?
Since we offer this program in 32 states in the U.S. with 150 utilities, what they can do is go to jacoinc.net, enter their zip code, and it'll pop up if their zip code is eligible. So since we did about 500,000 fridges across the country last year, there's a good chance there'll be a program in their area.
And I'll tell you what, we'll link to your site from ours, designingspaces.tv. You can also go to the Think Green section, watch this segment and other segments from today's show. Michael Dunham and everybody at Jaco Environmental, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, Jeff.
And for Designing Spaces Think Green, I'm Jeff Wilson.
We all want clean water and a healthier ecosystem. We also want to find ways to lower our cost of living while maintaining efficient households. The technologies are here now, and they're improving our lifestyles and the environment. Let's keep moving in the right direction towards a healthier world. For Designing Spaces Think Green, I'm Ted Brunson.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.